defining a real man in a wrong way. We call a real man somebody that has six-pack. He doesn't have tummy, his belly is flat and everything. That's not a real man. Let's look at the biblical standard of what defines you as a man. Number one, you are a man because you are created a man. Have you heard people say, you are a man, you are a man? We have misdefined what is a real man. When somebody buys a very brand new car, expensive, and they ask you how much is this, that's about 200 million. Say, you are a real man. That's not a real man. That's not the definition of a real man. Somebody built a house and it's a duplex and they ask how many bedrooms? He said 15 bedroom and it is in a choice place and how much is about 1.something billion. They say you are a real man. That's not the definition of a real man. We call a real man somebody that has six-pack. He doesn't have tummy, his belly is flat and everything. That's not a real man. We are defining a real man in a wrong way. That's not a real man. In fact, we define a real man after the man impregnates his wife and the wife put to bed, say, yeah, congratulations, you are a real man. That's not a real man. Another one, we go further. When they ask the man, how many children you have? Say, I have 4. They ask, what are their sex? He say, wow, no, my firstborn male, secondborn male, thirdborn male. Say, hey, congratulations, a real man. If you give birth to a female, we say, no, you are coming up. You have not become a real man. We have abused who is a real man. And this is one of the reasons why everybody is competing to be a real man without understanding who is the ideal real man. And that's the failure. Even in ministry. Oh, you are a real pastor when you have a big church. No, you are this, you are that. This is one of the reasons why the male gender is forever competing with itself until he dies. The rate of male mortality and female mortality, statistically, go and check. Men are dying every time. Why? In fact, the life expectancy in some other region, depending on where you are, people say most men don't live more than 70 years. And most women live longer. Because sometimes we have not taken notes to understand. So I'm not a real man because I drive expensive car. I'm not a real man because I build house. I'm not a real man because I got married to a beautiful woman. They are not part of what makes me a real man. And that's why you must understand that in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, first of all, God made you a male. Let's look at the biblical standard of what defines you as a man. Number one, you are a man because you are created a man. So let nobody reduce you to anything. You were created a man. And that's what God has made you. And that's who you are. Hear me. So who then is the real man? Number one, the real man is the created man by gender. You are created by God. Number two, you were created in his image. A real man is the image of God. You are not created in any other image. You are created in the image of God. Are you seeing it that you are the image of God? Genesis 1:27, a created man in the image of God, and the form one in 2:7 was formed from the dust. So you must understand that our faces might look different. Our height might look different, but spiritually, we are in the image of God and we look alike like him in the image. You were not created in the image of any animal, neither a snake, neither a dog, neither a cat, neither a rat. And that is why our actions must not be an animalistic action. And how does the animal behave? When you begin to behave the other way, then you become like an animal. What does that mean? It's only an animal that will sleep with his daughter. I'm not an animal. Why should I sleep with my house help? I'm not an animal. Being at home and your children are out of order and they are hearing the voice of the wife and you are not dead. See, it's not about beating children. It's about hearing their father's voice. Sometimes your wife brings report of the children wrongdoing. What you are doing, you are watching wrestling. So, woman, go and handle that matter. So you man, what are you handling? Sometimes just talking to the children is enough to control. See, what will take a woman 6 months to instill as a discipline in the children, you just one talk under 5 minutes, the child will obey because you are the source. He came out of you. She came out of you. The voice of the father is not a voice of battle, it's the voice of order. It is very possible that you are not involved in the life of your children, and that's why you have to be in charge, being available. I mean, sometimes just take the anointing oil, go to their room, lay hands on them, and pray. You are the father, you are the authority. I can tell you statistically what is going on with the male gender. Oh God, you see little children at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15. They are putting hard drugs in Coca-Cola. They have graduated from marijuana to Colorado. Some of them are sniffing dirty things, and it's becoming, we are losing the next generation because fathers don't understand how to put their feet on ground.